What'd he say?
Watch the Tipsy Thesis.
Yeah, he definitely got a little bit more fancier than what I seen with Kendrick.
Oh yeah, man, we got a new one. I'm like Dr. Evil around this bitch now.
Where you got that from?
Actually, I already had it. I got it from my grandmother. But I forgot I had it. I discovered it today. I was like, put this on there.
Who would think to buy something like that to use as a put water in there and just serve it with the?
That's what it is, though. You see, it came with the glasses.
I see that, like a cat Kool-Aid picture.
First thing I want to get into, though, man, is like fatherhood. How you feel about fatherhood? You like it? You don't like it? What changes you want to make to it? What really grinds your gears about it?
Fatherhood. I love fatherhood though. It's the best hood.
It is the best hood.
It's the best hood. Grinds my gears about it. Maybe the repetitive, having to keep saying this, the one thing, and you have to keep saying it, keep saying it, and keep saying it. Other than that, it's good. I'm the parent that's in there every day.
Every
day parent.
That's different.
So I started off
Some
with.
of y'all don't know nothing about that.
I don't know nothing about that. I started off with step kids that weren't mine.
Yeah, you came straight in the game with what, 3?
Two. Straight in the game with 2. 2-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Like a big dog.
Like a big dog. I didn't think it would go anywhere at first though. Like I didn't meet him until probably 6 months into us dating. So
you really never know if it's gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean? Until it just you look back and it's been 10 years.
I think it's been 8 years? Yep, it's been 8 years. Married 2 years. Got a little one of my own now. Made a year old in April.
Congratulations.
That's the only thing that I missed was the
toast up to that.
Toast up to that. I think that's the only thing that I missed was the infant stage.
Yeah.
So when I came around the youngest one, I just missed the pamper stage.
Oh.
I just missed it. Like what he was like, that they potty train, but they still have a pamper on while they sleep.
Oh yeah. That's what you
I came right there at the very end of that.
Some people would say you got lucky. You came right before you had to get poop under your nails, you know?
No, I first of all, I don't think that wouldn't have been my place.
Oh, trust me. It's everybody's place to change a shit diaper.
Oh,
no. I give it to a stranger. Hey, can you change my daughter quick?
I didn't miss that though. I missed it I missed the pamper shit part. I didn't miss I need my butt whoop wipe.
Butt wipes.
I didn't miss that stage.
Being a dad is cool though. You learn new shit just every day. There's certain shit you see that just triggers emotions that you don't even know about. Like, saw a video of this little girl with her dad, and I was like, it's my dog.
What video? With the little kid graduating?
No, it was a video of like a girl and her dad was like doing a wrestling competition, and he was losing. The little girl ran in and like jumped on the other guy's back and punched him. I was like, look at her, about to get punished out there, but didn't care. Came swinging. Just stuff like that. It'd be the little stuff that don't really mean nothing. That mean everything.
Right.
Just be the smallest shit that happens, and you're like, damn, this little nigga really love me.
So what grinds your gears?
Oh, everything. All of it.
Not everything.
Well, I got a full active. She had 4, so
4?
Just non-stop talking. Non-stop. She sleep. She probably talking in her dreams right now.
Talking in her dreams. And then you got a newborn. So you doing that again.
The newborn is cool.
Well, yeah, the newborns are cool until they start moving around.
And she just start getting all roly poly.
Mm.
Can't just set it down and walk off no more.
Nope. You can't let them be in the. You can't lay them on the couch and then go think you can grab something to drink in the kitchen real quick. Oh yeah, that stage over with.
I know it's wild though, just being like I was talking to Yang about going from just being a guy to being a father. It's a wild transition. Like even with you, you jumped in. You just instantly had to be a father. Most people get a few months to figure, to become a father. Even though, like I said in the other episode, for me it didn't hit until we put everybody in the car. We was halfway home and I realized they really just gave me this baby. I was like, here you go. Y'all don't know nothing about me. Y'all have no clue if I'm ready for this, if I'm a stable person. Nothing. Nobody gave me no mental check. Nobody gave my wife a mental check. Nothing. Just here go a human. I hope you're not a psychopath.
I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of scared when that part happened. I mean, Brittany already, she already knew.
She probably didn't get what. Does she feel more comfortable? Well, I guess
Yeah.
because with our
Well, I mean,
second
the
kid,
thing
I was a
about it
lot more
too was it
comfortable.
was a 9-year gap
Yeah.
between her last one and the one we just had, so it was still she still knew what she was doing. I don't know if she was scared or not, but I know I was though. I think that you're right. I think the middle of the car ride is when I'm like, oh my god.
So that's one thing. Talk about that a little bit. How did you feel? Like, what was the shit that was happening with you once you heard she was pregnant, as she's going through the pregnancy, and then boom, the baby is out in the world. And now if I fuck up, you're dead.
When I heard about the pregnancy, well, we wasn't sure yet. This was actually in Jamaica
Hmm.
for your wedding. I think on your wedding day, I kind of found out because
Yeah, because she was sneakily not drinking.
I didn't notice
And
it.
nobody noticed
I
it.
didn't notice it
Because she would
until,
get a drink, but it just wouldn't have liquor, so it was easy to play it off. Because we all
and then
getting,
they had these wasn't daiquiris. They don't call it daiquiris.
and
Like,
basically virgin
yeah, it
daiquiris,
was
though.
basically like a daiquiri. It looked just like ours, but it was a
It was
virgin.
really just icy.
It was really just an icy, and I
Brittany was
didn't know.
hydrated as a motherfucker over there.
But what made me found out was your wife wanted to take shots with us,
Mm.
and I think she walked off a little bit, and we walked to the bartender, and
She tried to
she was
fade
like,
to the back.
I can't. I was like, why not? She was like, I don't know if I'm pregnant or not. I'm
Boom.
like, what?
In the pool?
No, we went. No, this was
No, I'm saying, where was we when she came to take the shots?
for your wedding.
Oh, during
After the
like the
wedding,
reception?
yeah, the reception.
Oh,
So Emma, she wanted to come take shots with us.
that's a cool time to
So
find out, though, in
no,
Jamaica.
that wasn't.
I mean, it's not, but it was in Jamaica, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, I found out she was pregnant in Jamaica. Listen to that one sentence right there. The
You might
sentence
be
kind of
right.
fire.
You might be right.
It's a fire
You might
sentence.
be right. But so I told the bartender, I was like, just put some Coke in hers and put a little water to make it look the same color as.
So y'all was in cahoots. You was in cahoots
I
right
had
there.
to.
You
I had
had
to
to ride.
look. I'm on her side, so so your wife wouldn't know.
You got to do what you got to do.
Had to do what we had to do. So then we found out as soon as we touched down back home, she took a pregnancy test. Boom. Sure enough, she gave me a little bag. It was wrapped around in a little bag. I took it out the bag. I'm like, that's what I.
You pregnant with what? Emotion?
No, that's not what happened. Before she gave me the bag, her I guess the doctor had called her and was like, you wanted to schedule a visit for, whatever. And I'm just like,
Whatever,
so when she
whatever.
got off the phone, she was like, I didn't know he was gonna call me and I was gonna give you this bag. And that's when I was like, wow.
So boom, you having another baby.
My first
Well, I mean, another
actual
kid.
first.
So boom, she having this kid. What's going on inside with your head? I mean, it's a little different because it's like it's your first kid, but you're not becoming a father now. You've already been in the position,
Right.
so it's like it's just another mouth to feed, as people say.
Nah,
But
it wasn't
still,
even
like
that.
it's still
I, I
something different.
I think it was when I first actually found out. I don't know. A lot of things went through my head. I ain't gonna barely be able to have. I can't really do what I want to do anymore.
Yeah,
That's what I was
that's a
thinking.
lot
Like,
of things a lot of people deal with.
yeah. So I'm just like, man, I ain't gonna be able to play the game as much. I ain't even gonna just be like, I'm about to go by, such and such house and chill. That. I think those are the things that were coming in my head more than thinking about another mouth to feed.
Like for me,
I
it was
wasn't
just
scared though.
yeah.
I wasn't scared or nothing like that because I was, I said I'm okay if I have a kid of my own, and I'm okay if I don't have one because I already got two
I got
step
two
kids.
kids.
Yeah, so it's, I was cool with that.
I know when I found out, it was just a lot. I was just like, damn. So am I supposed to, first off, I realized immediately how much stuff I don't know. Like
But see,
not just about
you were
kids,
different though,
about like just life. Like one day, all these kids are gonna come ask you something. You
right?
supposed to know. Dad, I got this on my tax forms. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Dad, something's wrong with my car. I'm supposed to fix this. I don't know. So it's like it was a lot of stuff I realized I need to start learning now so I could teach her stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't need to know that stuff when I'm just a regular guy. I'm
Right.
just going through my life. But now I got somebody I need to put on game. I need to teach more than I know. And it's like that was one thing. Then it was just the depression of, like you were saying, my life might be over. I'm about to just become somebody's dad now. Because it's hard to be yourself and the dad and
Right.
the husband and still
You got to find that
be
balance.
yourself. Well, finding the balance ain't the problem. It's not losing who you are. Because
Right.
you can find that balance, but you're still not yourself no more. Now you're just a dad, a husband, and then you find a little time for yourself. But you still not really you no more. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I mean, we do a pretty good job.
I
Everybody in
think
our
we do.
circle do a pretty good job. I mean, there's certain times where I feel like I done just lost it and I'm just a dad or a husband. And then there's sometimes I feel like I'm not a dad or a husband. I'm just a guy who has kids and is married. You know what I mean? Like,
It definitely could be challenging certain days.
yeah.
They got those days where I guess they listen to you, everything you say, or the day is just going so good.
Yeah, that's the
But
day
then you
something
got
coming.
those shitty days where they having a shitty day because of school, and now they ain't listening to nothing you saying. Now you got to keep repeating yourself over and over.
Everybody was going. I'm like, damn. I couldn't miss school because it's final. But y'all walked to school from the Susan Park all the way up to bottom. Longest walk of my life.
Man, that was like an hour and a half walk.
Yeah.
Wait, what time you started walking?
Immediately.
Immediately. What time, dude?
Soon as I got up and realized, shit. I looked outside like, yeah, that bus gone.
That bus
That
gone.
bus
It
been
just
gone.
started walking immediately.
Son, I just had to start
Walking down the street, still putting
So
your
I came
school
late.
shirt
I
on.
came super late. I think I got there probably like 2 hours late. And I was like, look, man, I had to walk. I missed the bus, but I'm here. Y'all bet.
Yeah, you still had to sign that sheet in the front
No,
office though.
they felt all my pain, sir. They felt it all. They was like, damn, this nigga really just took that hour or something.
This was at Bonneville?
Yeah.
What grade that was?
Maybe it had to be maybe 10th. What year did Katrina happen? It was before Katrina.
Boy, Katrina happened our 8th grade year.
No, I was in 9th grade. When I went for Katrina, I went to Illinois.
You
And I was
graduated in
in
10, right? Or 9?
10.
Yeah.
Because I went to Illinois for when the Katrina shit happened.
Yeah.
But the school that I went to, for some reason, my credits didn't transfer. So I had one more senior year, which I should have graduated the year before. But I had one more year, and I had 2 classes. I had art, then I had gym, then I went to lunch, and then I went home. I didn't have to go to lunch. I could have just went home after gym, but I'm going to get that pizza. You sleep. So let me get that pizza, and then I'm going home. And it's like, bro, y'all could have just gave me these 2 credits. I literally stayed for a half a year doing a half a day of art.
Oh, you talking about you found out you didn't have enough credits your senior year?
Yeah. So I guess it must have been my 11th grade when I came back, because I had to redo 11th grade. Wow. And then when I graduated, or when I went to 12th grade, they was like,
how you confusing me now?
What?
I thought you said you walked when it was your sophomore year, or did you say your junior year?
I don't know. I just know I walked from Susan Park to Bonneville. I don't remember which grade it was.
It might have been 11th or 12th grade.
But I just remember after the Katrina thing, that's what happened with the credits. and I had to do.
But how you was in the ninth grade?
For what?
You were in the ninth grade when Katrina happened? Couldn't have been. That was 05.
Yeah, and I graduated in 10. I was in matter of fact, no, I was in the ninth grade. Because I remember I was still short in the ninth grade. And then
you know what? Your birthday in August.
Then Katrina happened. We came back.
That
tenth grade.
Sense.
No. I was in the 10th grade.
Listen.
Peep, listen.
We're the same age.
No, peep it. I remember because look.
Wait, I'm about to tell you how I know you're wrong. First of all, this was 2005. We were 14 years old.
Okay.
Then you turned 15 in August.
Right.
And I was still 14.
Right.
I was in the 7th grade because I failed the 7th grade.
I was a freshman in 14.
Hold on, hear me out.
But I was a freshman.
But if I didn't fail the 3rd grade or got held back, I would have been in the 8th grade.
Right.
So you were probably a year ahead of me because your birthday.
At 14. But this how I know, because I was short in the 9th grade, and there was this chick that I kept.
You weren't in the 10th grade though. You were in the 9th grade.
Yeah, but look, hold on, wait. I was in the 9th grade. There was a chick I kept trying to talk to, wasn't giving me the time of day. I ain't gonna say no names. But then when I came back to school after that summer, the 10th grade, I hit a growth spurt. All the bitches on me, son. Because they was already cool with me, but now I'm tall. They like, now all of a sudden it went from like eye level hugs to, oh hey, what's up?
Right.
And everything, it was way different. And Katrina hit that year. Because I remember I was about to have a glorious year,
yeah. That boy went to school for that 1 week,
son,
and everything was about to change until Katrina came, took his ass to Illinois.
When I tell you it was up, it was up on.
Damn, then you was in high school.
I think it was almost up on a couple teachers, son. It was up.
Man, he was in high school. I was in middle school.
You know, when I came back, because I did 10th grade there, and then I came back and I did 11th grade, but I didn't have enough credits or something. I just remember somehow my 12th grade year, I had art, gym, and then I went home. Or I had lunch and then went home.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember talking to him like for the first week, like, bro, y'all can't just give me these 2 credits. It's art and gym. I literally like can't fail these classes. Push me out of here. Like,
push me out of here. I just need it for art and gym.
Then I'm only doing a half a year. On top of doing a half a day, it's only for like, bro.
So you didn't. So at Bonneville, you didn't go to full year.
Not my 12th grade.
So you just went the first semester.
Yeah.
So you was done by the first semester. Yeah. Damn. Well, for Katrina, I had failed.
Been done last year though. That's what I'm saying.
That's tough. I had failed the 7th grade though. I actually failed the 7th grade.
How'd you
fail? Fail.
Just not trying shit or just?
So I don't. Son. I was in Texas at the time.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. I asked you and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I was in Texas at the time. I was living with my dad had moved out there, so I had moved out there with him. We moved out there my 6th grade year. So I was living before I came back home, I was out there. No, yeah, just my 6th and 7th grade year. 7th grade year is when everything started happening. I hit puberty. I started getting a little taller. My mind was different. My mind was on girls more. So I'm not even caring about. All I cared about was girls and sports, or girls and football.
To be more specific. Not all the sports.
Not all the sports. I played basketball too, but it wasn't really. Yeah, it was more the football.
You ever play racquetball?
Huh?
You ever play racquetball?
Racquetball?
Squash?
Nah.
Anything like that?
Nah.
Any of them English
tetherball.
sports? Ever did car-jitsu?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you do. I sent it to you.
I did jiu-jitsu for like a month.
Car-jitsu, when they sit in the front seat and just start beating the shit out of one another.
That's tough.
Some wild sports out here in America.
That's You said car-jitsu?
Car-jitsu. Look it up.
You ever heard of when you're sitting in the back and you got 3 people and you call one car left nut, the other car right nut, and you beat the meat in the middle?
What the fuck?
Yeah, so it's 3 seats in the back, right? This I didn't make this up. My cousin didn't make this up. My older cousin.
No.
This is how I learned it. No, pause. This is how I learned this.
I don't know if you can pause it.
Why?
Because you too deep in it. Oh, Lord. Nah, I'm in it. No Diddy again.
I hate the no Diddy thing. I'm gonna get back on that no Diddy shit. But yeah, my cousin would be like, I had 2 older cousins. And I remember I was sitting in the middle, and I just hear one of them call left nut, and you can hear the other one call right nut, and they just started beating me, saying beat the meat in the middle. Like, wow.
Okay. So first off, That's a wild.
Pause.
That's a wild. That's a lot of wild words you put together to make that sentence. Second off, that's hilarious at the same time because the joke is kind of funny.
Damn. But back to this Katrina thing. Yeah, I failed the 7th grade.
Let's talk about Katrina.
And I went to we went to Houston. And we went to the
You remember Katrina?
Yes.
So boom. All right, y'all left?
Yeah, we left.
All right, so man, we about to leave for this hurricane. What's going on?
In my household?
No, just for you, because we kids, so it's like we know we leaving, but we not in control of nothing that's going on.
No, we not in control of nothing. I just knew, like, my mama was just like, this is when I came back to live with my mom after living with my dad for so long. I think I moved back down here because my grandma had passed, her mom, and I just wanted to live back down here. So I went to what was that school? Adams. I went to Adams for a week, and then here come Friday. Mom was like, "Yeah, pack up for like, just pack a bag. We about to go." And then I'm looking at the weather.
And for people who don't live in Louisiana, New Orleans area, pack a bag means like a week at the most. You probably packed for the weekend.
I packed about like four. I think about four outfits. I packed 4 outfits and 2 pairs of shoes. And I left my game on the ground. My game, that's where it was always at because my TV was on a nightstand, so like really up tall.
We have no clue. We don't know what's coming.
No, I didn't know. They didn't
know. Nobody knew.
Yeah, I didn't know that was about to happen. I just knew because we did it once before. We had left once before, like when I was a lot younger, but nothing happened.
Yeah, we came right back.
Yeah, but I was a kid.
Man, this is some bullshit. Why we left? Blah blah blah.
Man, I was really young though. My mom and dad was together, so I had to be younger than 8 years old, 9 years old. I was younger than 9. All I know is we went to Texas because a hurricane was coming, and then we came back home and nothing happened. What'd you say?
I say y'all went to Houston or Dallas?
No, Dallas. Oh, for Katrina, we went to Houston. Okay. Well, we went to Katy before we went to Houston. So we went to Katy. Mind you, going to Katy takes about 5 hours, regular. Maybe 5 hours.
Oh, yeah, but this
took us about 16 to 18 hours.
Because everybody, the whole state leaving.
Nah, it's not the whole state, but it's the whole...
I mean, not the whole state, the whole, like, Tri-City.
Yeah. And, son, I remember a lady being on side of us for like a good few hours. Her tire was basically on the rim.
It's because what I'm supposed to do.
She got the fuck though.
I'm saying, but like, I'm not getting over. You about to let me over? I can't do it.
it wasn't a I'm letting me over thing. It was just the thing about it was just she was evacuating on 3 tires, and 1 was on a rim. She made sure she was getting away from that thing. So I'm pretty sure she found whatever city that's a little bit up, and fixed her shit. But on the way, that 6 hours that it took us to get from Kenner to
on the rim
to what? Which way you go, to LaPlace way to get to Texas?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
go towards Kenner.
You just go to it. Yeah, so we go to LaPlace way. Mm-hmm. So I remember it took us maybe like 4 hours to get past Baton Rouge, and then we didn't see her no more. So I don't know if she got off of Baton Rouge and then got a tire. I don't know, but I know it took us damn.
When y'all was wherever y'all was at, and they watching the news, and they see what the hell Katrina did.
They gave us some of our money back.
Who?
The hotel we were staying at.
For what?
We stayed there for 2 weeks, right?
Was that the kindness of their heart, or like a voucher type thing?
I don't know what it was. It wasn't my money. It was my stepdad.
Like the grown-ups that was watching it. Did they break down, or was it just like that?
I don't know. I was in the room with my brother and stepbrother, and they was knocked out while I remember opening my eyes and all a bunch of crap was happening on the news. So it's not like I wasn't in the adult mix.
See, we was all in one room when that shit came on the news. Everybody lost their mind, son.
Well, my situation was different though, because we had like about 12 rooms. It was like all my stepdad family, plus me and my sister and my brother and my mom. So it was just us.
I think we went to Gonzales, maybe. It was somewhere like it was probably like 4 hours away, like 2 to 4. It wasn't too far.
Y'all went to
they didn't think it was
Gonzales?
gonna.
Y'all barely was getting out the way.
Then yeah, that's about where we went there because we really didn't go that
That's
far.
before Baton Rouge.
Because at first they was like, "Ain't nothing gonna happen."
So did anything happen in Gonzales?
No, we went to Texas. Is Gonzales not in Texas?
Oh, Gonzales, Texas. I'm thinking about Gonzales,
It might
like
not
right
be
before
Gonzales,
Baton Rouge.
It was somewhere close to, like right outside of where we gonna get hit. Because everybody thought we going back in like a couple days.
Right.
When that news came on, you saw that water everywhere. And to me, all I'm seeing is just a flood. It's not dawning on me, this the roofs of people's houses. You know what I mean? And that's sudden. Everybody, they just losing it. There was no more parents in the building. It was just mentally broken humans for a while. And then it's like, you just got to shake back and be like, all right. It blows my mind y'all came back. Like, not my people, all the people.
As a
Louisiana
kid,
don't want us here.
Louisiana don't want us here. As a teenager, though, that's not going through your mind. Going through your mind is, what going through my mind is, shit, I ain't got to worry about school.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's all we was thinking.
I'm up late,
And then I'm thinking,
waking up
shit, let's
late.
go to Walmart, man. That's where the hoes gonna be at. We went to son. Anybody who is going to Walmart, I'm coming. Because son, first off, I already know the game. We all out here stuck. All the young niggas and the young chicks know the only place that everybody going to Walmart.
Right.
So that's where everybody gonna be at. Something Walmart was popping, son.
I bet it was.
It was big pop. I mean, it wasn't popping. Now that I'm grown, I know it wasn't popping. Everybody was going through the worst time of their life. And we was in there trying to holler at y'all daughters. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what it was.
It's just what it was. You can flood New Orleans, but you can't flood the nigga out of New Orleans. I don't know how to say it.
I think we stayed in some hotel. It wasn't like a big hotel. It was like a little small hotel. Like, you know, it was just one story. So it wasn't those big ass hotels. I think we had like 12 hotels, and I think we stayed there for about almost 2 weeks. And I think they gave my stepdad some of his money back. Like after they found out what happened, where we was coming. After they found out we was refugees. So like the last I want to say like the last 3 days we stood there, they was ordering us pizza for like fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh.
And then on the very last day, they made us something. It was like Indian people, so they made us.
They probably just was feeling bad trying to help y'all out.
I guess
Pizza cheap,
but you know, it was Domino's. It was good enough for me.
Still cheap,
yeah, it is cheap. And then they made us their dish on the very last day.
Was it good?
Nah. It wasn't horrible, but it was
just different taste buds.
Yeah, I remember my cousin had threw that shit down the toilet, and everybody else followed suit. And the childish part about it is he went and got seconds and did it again. Oh my God!
Like, see, I told you they was gonna like it. This shit busting.
This shit was good, and we all went back for seconds, following this nigga.
Just wasted them people.
Just wasting them people food. I mean, you know, I guess it was for him. It was because he was a. I think he was like 19 years. He had to be like 18 years old, so he was more.
He was trolling these people.
Yeah, he was trolling. He knew what he was doing. We didn't. We
we
just following him. Like, yeah. I think I'm gonna get some more of that. This catnip juice.
What is catnip? Poor light. It's gonna dump out. It's not. But that was a wild time. It's also crazy to know. I've been a refugee before. You was a refugee.
We was a refugee.
That's crazy.
Twice. For Ida.
Wait, 2 times?
Ida.
They called us refugees for Ida too?
I don't know, but I think I was.
Where was you at?
I was by Didi in Florida.
See, but look, this time, now that's the difference. Hold on before we get there. Let's finish the Katrina first.
All right.
Because one, that's perfect. Because one, we was kids, and one, we was the adults. Because I tell you,
whole different experience.
Yeah.
The whole different experience.
The adults at our time was tripping. Ours was, I mean, it was depressing as fuck. But it was like, it was the best version of the shittiest situation you could have.
And then they getting thousands of dollars from
FEMA.
Yeah, from FEMA. We ain't get FEMA, shit.
But
we ain't
they whole houses is, you know what I mean? But I know when we ended up going to Illinois, that's when I felt like a refugee.
Why y'all went to Illinois?
Because we had an uncle out there, and he was basically telling us, that they had a lot of stuff set up because
Right.
they expected a bunch of people to come out there.
So did
Nobody
Houston.
came out there.
So did Houston. They had these apartments where they was giving it to us for like 6 months free.
Yeah.
And they had a pool out there. When you was mentioning Walmart, that pool area was our Walmart.
See what I'm
with
saying?
the hose.
Young
That's a whole another story
We
about how
sniffing
me
out-
and my brother had
sniffing
got
out the
to
hose.
back to the. We got it back to the apartment because my mom and stepdad, they went back to New Orleans or to Kenner to go check on the house.
Yeah.
Found out we had about, I guess it was like waist high water we got in there.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, but my game was on the floor.
It's big. It's bigger than Staten
No,
Island, dog.
son. But I'm not an adult. I'm a teenager, son.
Yeah, it's not big.
And I had
Even
all
as an
my
adult,
shoes.
ain't nothing bigger than that
All
game.
my Soldier Slim shoes was on the ground. My Xbox was on the ground. You know, except I had I was rocking Soldier Slim shoes then. Those are Reeboks, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even like Reeboks, but since Soldier Slim
Soldier Slim, yeah, that's
fucking right. I had a few colorways of Soldier Slim Reebok shoes, but
boom, Ida hit.
How long? Now the adults
now we evacuate. Now I can let you know one thing. I had a little bit of the Katrina in me fueling, making sure my evacuation was gonna be stable. But also, I was going on vacation. Cause I'm like, maybe they just didn't have it how I got it. Cause we going on vacation. Pack a couple clothes. We ain't even bring all our money, so we left money at the house.
The crazy thing about Ida is we were on vacation.
Oh yeah, y'all was at Disney.
We were on vacation, me
and then was stuck on vacation.
Son, it was me, my wife, Mike,
and then
Renee,
y'all stuck at the most expensive place in the world.
No, we stayed by Didi house.
Oh, okay.
So we had to stay an extra 4 days before we can even. Matter of fact, we didn't leave yet. The kids was at home. We didn't have Khalil yet. This is just it was just Ani and Sincere. They stayed by with their grandma, so they couldn't even leave yet. And they were like, their grandma house was elevated. Mode? Say what?
Was the wife in full panic mode?
Yeah, I mean, I was scared too.
Yeah, but I mean, women just
for them. That's all. But that's all. But you got to think about it. We on vacation, and in the middle of the night, Ida's happening, and they still home.
Yeah,
and we in the clear, but they not. So the way her mind, son, she was so fucked up.
Son,
just that whole few days,
all the way, they dead. It's like they not dead. They probably terrified, but they not dead.
You can only imagine what she was going through. I was going through it just a little bit, but not as bad as she was. And then, at the time, Mike didn't have no kids, so he chilling.
Like
Renee, well, actually, Renee's wife, she had 2 kids. They were down there too, so she was. I didn't see her go through it like I seen my wife go through it.
She probably just was going through it in her own way.
She probably was.
Everybody ain't like physically emotional. Some people just shut down and get inside their own head.
Yeah, so I don't know if they had like interstates and shit like that closed for Ida, but they couldn't even get out of there for like about 4 or 5 days, and then they came and met us in Florida, and then we went back to Disney when they came.
Yeah, you had to try to flush that out. It's like when you watch a scary movie and then watch a bunch of cartoons right after.
Yeah.
But
we had to flush it out their head. So let's take them on vacation while we out here. So, but then the thing about it is we had to come back home to drive back to Houston because our lights were still off. Ooh, boy, when we got to the house, it stank so bad.
I found out that there's a tray under your refrigerator that catches all the water and stuff. And in that tray, it caught all of this old chicken and stuff. I don't know if you know that, but if you've never cleaned it, it's still there.
It's still there.
It's still there right now. It done probably just molded over.
And that was a new refrigerator I had bought.
It's literally just in a tray. You don't have. I don't know if it might. This was an old refrigerator.
No, this is a brand new refrigerator.
No, I'm saying the one we had, it was an old style.
No, I know. I'm saying the one I got was a brand new refrigerator.
Yeah, so it might not have that tray.
Oh, it don't look like it has one.
Yeah, my own is even.
I might have to look this up.
I pulled it up. I'm like, wait a second.
Well, what made you look that up? The tray part or whatever.
It was something. I think I smelled it or I was looking it up. No, matter of fact, it was this one. The one with the touchscreen on it. It's got the tray under there. We had this when we left for Ida.
Does it look like it got a tray?
No,
So you just found it because something stank.
son.
After you cleaned it out and everything, it was
son.
still.
We bleached so, son. My hands smelled like bleach for so many days, son. Because it would be cool. You cleaned it and it's like, all right, I had to get it. We was throwing everything away. I picked up almost everything. Just what the fuck? And it's not like a minor stench. It's horrible, son. But it's like concentrated right here by the refrigerator. And I'm not thinking. I done moved it and cleaned under the refrigerator and nothing.
But
then the one that's what it was. I moved it and some stuff splashed out.
Ooh.
And then I moved it again and it splashed out again. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So then somehow I got to it and he was able to unscrew it and he pulled the tray out, not realizing it's all liquid, splashes everywhere. But I finally found it. Got rid of that, the smell was gone.
Yeah, Ida was definitely a different situation from when we were teenagers to adults. Because now you spending the money, spending all that gas money.
But see, ours was actually fire, son, because we rented a car. Like I said, we was going on
spending
vacation.
Money.
But we was going on vacation, so I wasn't tripping.
Y'all were already going on vacation, or you took the opportunity?
No, we heard Ida, so I know I don't have to go to work. I'm like, you know what? We about to go on vacation. So we went out to Dallas, go kick it with the family. Well, like I told you, we didn't even bring a bunch of money. We left a lot of money at the house. We just brought like enough basically for the weekend to make sure we didn't go too crazy because we're not really on vacation.
These niggas keep cash.
Oh, yeah.
Instead I work in a cash bank account. Yeah, you right, though. I still, every day I'm putting that bitch in my bank account.
But son, we rented a car, and it's the airport, and we have to bring it back to this exact location.
Right.
The lights ain't on, so nobody's at work. As long as that's happening, we're not getting charged for the car because our contract ended, but we didn't have to bring the car back because nobody's there.
Right.
But every day I'm getting these automated messages saying, "Hey, it's time to bring the car back. It's time to bring the car back. We've contacted you multiple times. We're going to send a police to come get the car.
Oh.
This is your final warning." And I was like, every day I'm calling them. They're like, "Hey, this is going on." Every day they act like they never heard of this hurricane that's happening. And then I tell them, and then I explain to them why I can't bring the car back and what they told me. And they're like, okay, you're fine. And then tomorrow,
so the
cops are on the way. I call like, hey, what's going on? They're like, oh, sorry, it's just an automated message. No cops on the way. I'm like, that's not the message I got. It's in all caps.
In all caps.
A lot of exclamations.
So what you were dealing with? You was calling like a third party people or something?
No, I was calling Hertz. It was Hertz.
It was
company Hertz.
And they act like they didn't know what the fuck was going on?
Every single person I talked to, son. Every time. Wait,
but they were still there.
Maybe they just had to make sure I'm just not some guy calling making this up. But I give you the VIN number and you still acting like, anyway.
That's crazy.
But either way, so we ended up.
Did they make you pay that extra money?
For what?
That you had it for?
No, they didn't. I didn't have to pay.
Oh.
Because basically, I can't bring the car back.
Right.
Because there's nobody there to take the car. So it's not your fault. There's nothing I can do. It's not my fault. But that saved us because I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I was about to do the digital dash on them niggas. What you want me to do? I can't, like, even if the airport was open, I can't come back yet. All the roads are still closed.
Right.
So there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, trees in the middle of the streets and shit.
Yeah, like what am I supposed to do? And I told him I could bring it to a Hertz out here and drop it off because I was by my people, so I didn't know it's fine. I could rent the car when we need to go back because I have no clue how long we're gonna be here, and I don't know. I might need it for 2 months. What kind of car y'all had? We had rented a Mustang, the little convertible Mustang.
Like the one for your bachelor party?
Yeah. No. No, we got, it was like a white thing. I did get that was for the bachelor party. It was something on there, but I remember some type of car that had this lane drive thing, son. Mm-hmm. We drove all the way to Texas, and then on the way back, I realized it basically can drive itself. So me and my wife watched this baking competition, which I don't know how I got wrapped in. So I didn't touch the wheel the whole time. I'm like this. So I got the chair leaned back. Because as long as I don't have to exit, it'll stay in this lane. It'll turn in this lane.
They was basically in a Tesla.
But it wasn't like autopilot. It was just called lane control.
Right.
So since I'm on this,
and all you had to do is put it on cruise control.
And I'm on a 120-mile strip right now.
Right.
Before I have to get off, it do the whole 120. So.
What?
And then it's dark, so I can't see that good, but this fucking computer can see perfectly. Once I got comfortable enough, They try to lean back in the chair. I'm full on watching. I'm just straight watching it.
Son, I don't know what kind of car you was in, but now they don't have it. They don't have it like that no more.
What you mean? No, you got to keep touching the wheel.
Yeah, the lane control. Yeah, you got to do it like every like 20 seconds or something. Yeah, 15 seconds still, or something.
I'm just doing this.
So you was. Oh, all right. I thought you meant like you ain't had to touch that bitch at all.
No. It's gonna come up and then it'll start slowing down. Like, hey, man, you need to touch it.
But that's crazy though. You know, when they first was making them things, like when they was making those full autopilots with Tesla, you ain't had to touch it.
But it wasn't an electric car. It was just a regular car.
No, I know. I'm saying, but you know, they fixed that too.
You didn't have to, because people was literally going to sleep. It wasn't even the Tesla people. It was really just everybody hating on the Teslas. They watching.
Yeah, but you know, they had crazy stories and stuff. They had crazy stories, like I heard on the Breakfast Club.
I think I'm in there. You sleep.
Touch the wheel. No, look. I think a man sent his child back to his mom in a Tesla, and then the Tesla came back to him. So the kid in the back seat strapped up in a Tesla with him. Nobody's in the car but the little kid. And the Tesla brought him to his mom.
You wild.
He wild.
But is that not kind of one of the reasons to buy a Tesla? That's kind of like that's the whole point. No, not to
send your kid off by himself.
It's an automated driving car. You're just in there for corrections if needed. If something wild happens, you can correct it. But you don't really need it in that car. So what
if something bad would have happened while that little kid was in it? But it didn't.
If I was Tesla, I'd use that as a commercial. You sleep.
Boy.
I mean, old boy gonna still get in trouble. But I'd still try to buy.
I don't even know if he got in trouble or not. But
that's what they got coming. Nobody in the car. They already got it out now, but it's not Tesla. It's something else. I forget what it's called.
I don't know.
But a car just come get you.
Tesla definitely fixed that after a while. People falling asleep in their shit. They just rolling blunts.
That's the whole thing. Reason he made it. It's the car from the future.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, take me here. All right, cool. And then you pull up, and it's like, all right, and you get out the car.
I'm not gonna lie. We could have used something like that when we went to Colorado.
Up that mountain. I ain't be real with you though. Ain't no way.
No. I wouldn't have drove it. I would have had control of it. I would have had control of it myself.
Just because them lines in Denver wasn't good enough.
So I'm saying on the way to Denver, that would have been clutch as hell.
That's really the only time it's good. Like, I mean, I guess it's good if I'm going from here to work because I got like a 20-minute ride on the interstate.
Right.
But you can't really use it in the cities and stuff.
Yeah, the thing about that, you gotta have snow tires. You don't have, and if you in like Denver in the in the snow and stuff like that, that's why you don't got snow tires. We sliding. I remember I think we slid a few times. I think we went to. I think y'all were downtown somewhere, and we went to eat at Hibachi place, and I was driving. And, it was my turn to make the little turn.
Was that the time
I'm sliding
when we went and picked up the guy from the airport?
Yeah, that Denali truck. I was so jealous. I wanted to drive in that bitch. That bitch was nice.
I still remember that. I remember when I got out that car.
Who was that? Oh. That one of your partners or
somebody we know from work? But I remember when I got out that car, I was getting my bags. Everybody like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "I ordered an Uber and I got a hotel, son. Y'all about it." Six was like, "Yeah, we about to come back." I'm like, y'all is not about to come back. It's an hour. We still waiting on him to come out. Then it's an hour drive back. Then everybody gonna want to take showers, get ready. That's going to be at least an hour, 30 minutes. It's about 10 people, maybe 6 people. Then y'all going to take another hour drive in the dark down that mountain to come out here and party and get drunk. Then take an hour drive back up the mountain. That's what you want me to believe is about to happen tonight?
The thing that would have pissed me off was I would have had to be the designated driver. I know I was going to have to be.
And you're a great driver. I'm not trusting nobody driving their first time up a mountain in the dark.
I trust me.
I mean, I trust you. I trust you to try your best not to die. But that don't mean nothing. Everybody
but for me it's just like I know we got like 8 other people in the car, but I don't want to die.
Yeah, I mean that's my whole comfort level when I'm in a car with somebody. I'm pretty sure this dude don't want to die, and I'm like his +1.
Right.
Because if he don't die, and I'm in the car right next to him, I'm pretty sure I don't die either.
Nah,
unless he just killed my side of the car.
I even heard from other people that they can tell the difference between me driving when we was going up there and then whoever else started driving next. It was a big ass difference. And I'm just like, what was the difference? Nigga, when you was driving, it was smooth. No hard braking, no swerving, no none of that. But once he started driving, you get the hard brakes, you get the swerving a little bit. Like, I mean, you
We
know.
really traveled a lot of places.
Hmm?
We really traveled. I know Jamaica had to be the best place we went to so far. Though.
Yeah, but that's by plane, and then we didn't have to do no driving neither. And we had to
Except
deal
for
with
that
somebody
long ass
driving on the
ride from
other
the
side of the
airport,
wheel. That was my first time being in the car with the wheel on the right
which was
side.
kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. It was weird to get used to.
It was, and I kept trying to get this dude to pull over so I can get a real coconut. He didn't want
Oh,
to
he
pull
didn't want to
over.
pull over for real?
No, he didn't pull over.
Oh shit!
I really wanted a coconut.
Our dude pulled over like 3 times. He was like, "Let me."
No,
know
he
if you
pulled
want
over one time. We stopped at a
Oh,
we stopped at a little restaurant.
He was probably keeping y'all safe. He probably couldn't pull it. He was probably like, "Nah, you don't want this."
Man, but it was like on the side of the road. Like, you know how if you go on the side of the road, like in our city, and people selling like watermelons and shit like
I
that.
don't know if y'all know, but we know.
All right, well, you know, in our city, you know, you'll see people on the side of the road selling watermelons and shit like that or whatever. So out there in Jamaica, they had people on the side of the road selling like coconuts, and you know they had the price, and you know before.
Oh, with the little shed, with the shack,
Mm-hmm.
the little like lemonade stand looking thing.
Yeah, but with the coconuts, and you know we had got Jamaican money before we right when we got off the plane. I think I only got like $300 worth of Jamaican money.
I got
But it
1,000
looked
in
like I
Jamaican.
was rich though.
No, I got 1,000. Well, first off, I didn't understand it fully. I got 1,000 in Jamaican, thankfully.
You got 1,000 US money in Jamaican money? $1,000? Oh, he was
But first,
balling.
yeah, I went to go and get married. What you think? I came?
Oh yeah.
I brought a bunch of money, especially not realizing I really didn't need no money. Because I heard like it's all inclusive, and one of the things is you don't need your wallet. You can leave your wallet at home. Not me, brother.
You know what? But when y'all said that, because when I read that, it's
You
just like,
still
ain't no way.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Ain't
just
no
because
way.
you're a man. My wife instantly believed that. Because it's like, yep, I gotta pay for nothing, baby. That shit
I don't
wrong with my
know.
life.
I don't know if my wife believed it or not, but all I know was like, you gotta pay for something there.
Son, because we men, we know.
Yeah, there's something that I gotta pay for.
Checking out or something.
But
then I get there and what? If it's free,
it's for me. You heard me? Everything was free. 24 hours.
Well,
everything was free.
You just prepaid.
Yeah, we prepaid, but still,
for all this stuff.
You paid for the all inclusive.
Yeah, all inclusive.
I don't remember how much it was, $1,200 or whatever.
I'll tell you one thing: don't go to an all inclusive place for your first vacation. It'll ruin you. Because paying for stuff is so ghetto, son. I gotta pull out my wallet and keep giving y'all money every time I want some food.
Then they ain't even want to take tips. You had to slide it under the little
big old sneaking tips.
Slide it under the little napkins or whatever. Like, hey, don't throw this napkin away. And they would take it, and hopefully they caught the hint.
Be careful when you pick up that plate. Hey, thank you so much. I remember I gave one dude a tip. This sticker made me follow him around the corner. He's like, okay.
Man,
the weed in Jamaica is trash. We have been bamboozled.
I think it's because of the place we were at.
All right, let me rephrase that. The weed at the resort we was at getting sold to by the employees was trash. They misrepresented Jamaica.
So what about that club we went to outside of the resort?
Club was jumping.
No. The weed that didn't y'all buy weed from somebody?
Trash. It was trash. Everything we bought was trash.
But everybody was saying go to Kingston. That's where everything is at.
But we went to this. We found a dispensary out there.
In Jamaica, I thought it was illegal. I thought weed was illegal in Jamaica.
So did we. And then
we read that it was illegal.
It's not.
It's not.
Obviously, we found a dispensary.
Right obviously, if they got a dispensary in the city,
it's Harley Davidson shop right up on above it. This
must have had to be after your honeymoon, or this one where we were still there.
No, this was in the same place because y'all left, and I think we stayed an extra 2 days in that same
the same resort,
Rio Rivers. I forget what it was called.
I don't know what it's called.
Whatever it was called, we stayed an extra 2 days there, and then we found that thing because I remember I called Kendrick that immediately, son. Why I found a dispensary? We was out there smoking the trashiest of trash, which I understand. You know, it's tourists, but like, look at me. Y'all should have knew I'm a weed smoker.
Yeah, but they in their mind is like they don't know no better.
They do. It's just you take advantage of the tourists. They know you don't got no other choice. It's like when you're at Six Flags. charge you whatever I want for this water. Where else we gonna get some water?
Boy, Six Flags, boy, they fucked
I think
over.
it's like $16 for a bottle of water now.
That's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna tell it right now. But Jamaica, yeah, if you go on an all resort for your first vacation, it's gonna fuck you up. You ain't gonna want to do
And you're
nothing
not gonna
but
believe
resort,
all the
all
stuff is
inclusive
free.
resorts.
The crazy thing is they only on beaches though, which I don't get. Like you,
The all
like,
inclusives.
because me and Emma was just talking about doing another one. We're gonna come up with like 3 places. We're gonna send it to the group chat, let everybody vote on the places. But
Somewhere out of the country.
yeah, that's all we're doing. We
I really want to go to Italy, but it's so expensive. Italy expensive as shit. Greece is expensive too.
That's very expensive.
But Dubai not expensive like that. Dubai, they got all inclusive out there too,
Oh, for
and
real?
it's not even that expensive like Greece and Italy.
I know. Do they have all inclusive in Greece and Italy? Because it's not expensive.
I didn't really look into the all inclusive in Greece and Italy. It's just already expensive as shit. So you got to imagine that all inclusive is even more expensive because you already know everything gonna be for free. Now we know this for a
But
fact.
it's less expensive because that's my biggest price is food and liquor.
Yeah,
I definitely got more than my fair share.
I
of
ain't
food
gonna
and
lie.
liquor.
I think we definitely took advantage of that shit for free.
Oh yeah.
Because I know me and Dallas was getting fucked up by like 11 o'clock. We was almost done.
I was waking up. My boy knew me at the swim up bar. Hey,
Son,
Bale,
at the swim up bar, son.
I'm coming up. Which is not really a swim up bar. It's more of a walk up bar in a pool.
It's a
but
swim
it's still
up bar.
Cool.
It's a swim up bar. I swam up to it.
I did too. To make sure.
It's a swim up bar.
It's
a swim up bar. And this whole time, my wife not drinking liquor. She not drinking liquor. Like really, just kept me out the loop
I
until.
Let you know, out of Jamaica and Mexico, I only got two to do so far. But out of Jamaica and Mexico, Jamaica is definitely number 1, and I'm putting Mexico at like number 5.
You went to Mexico before?
Yeah, for a honeymoon.
Y'all went to Mexico for your honeymoon?
I mean, not a honeymoon, our anniversary. One that just passed.
Oh,
we're going somewhere every anniversary, hopefully.
Wait, where y'all went to?
What you mean, Mexico?
Yeah.
I think it was Was it Cancun?
Oh,
I think it was Cancun.
Okay, that's where everybody goes.
Yeah. But that's why I don't think it was, because we didn't want to go there. Was it? Maybe
y'all flew there?
Yeah. We walked.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm thinking. You know, when I think of Mexico, vacation in Mexico, I think about cruises.
No, we flew there. That makes sense. You could.
Yeah.
No, we flew.
That was a neck. I ain't gonna lie. That was a neck. Y'all flew there. That was a give it here.
And then Mexico gave me. Well, I mean, you could cruise.
Yeah. But that's what I was thinking
Mexico gave me
about.
a piece of paper, son, this big, like a receipt paper. Told me, don't lose this paper, or you won't be able to leave the country.
Say it again.
They gave me a little receipt paper, this big.
Right.
Said, don't lose this paper, you can't leave the country. Son, I'm so mad about this. I can't stop complaining about it for about 6 to 8 hours. Like, my wife is done. She's done hearing it. But I can't get over this. And it's blowing my mind that nobody else cares. Like, did they only tell me? Like, nobody else was
that's
told
what a passport was
if
for.
you lose this. Exactly. But nobody else was told if you lose this little paper, you can't leave the country. All y'all was told that. It's not even laminated. Like,
it's not even laminated.
It's just a piece of receipt paper. And I'm going to a beach resort.
So did you ever have to use that paper?
Not at all, son. Not at all. And the sad part is my goofy ass protected this paper with my life. I put it in the safe in the hotel and everything. I had it. My wife's paper. I'm like, oh, everybody's paper in here.
But you needed that passport.
I'm fussing. Somebody better look at this paper. So then somehow we get there. My wife's passport isn't registering as a real passport or some bullshit. I'm clicking out on the dude. I'm like, I'm also a little hungry, so I'm kind of just extra mad for no reason.
Right. Yeah, now you hangry.
Yeah. Then I'm frustrated because
nobody want to look at the receipt.
We Americans. That's one thing for sure. But also we American. Look, nigga, look at us. We got. You can't feel the entitlement. We Americans.
Yeah, like I live in America and I got here because of a passport. So now I can't leave because now my passport all of a sudden fake. Let me leave still. It's fake.
Y'all let me
live
leave here.
Yeah, I got a.
No. We was coming back to America, going through customs.
Oh,
Going
oh
through
yeah, we're in the
customs.
States.
Yeah. Which that's why I'm
So
just
what
like,
they was
bro.
gonna tell y'all to go back on a plane?
No, they just had to do some. I don't know, but they basically brought her over there and did some like general questions about like public record stuff.
Yeah.
Like, which addresses did you used to live at? Do you know which person on this list? Blah blah blah. But like, it was just wild, son. I was mad as fuck. Though.
I mean, you can't hear my American accent.
Listen, I mean, that could be fake. But look
You
at how
could,
I'm
but
yelling at. Look at how I'm yelling at you. Come on,
exactly.
man. That's only America. Where it's like, nah, fuck what you talking about.
So,
Listen
so
to
she
what I'm
didn't
saying.
show her regular ID, license or whatever,
Yeah,
showing that my address is in Kenner.
none of that mattered though, because the passport was all that ID shit could be faked.
Yeah, but how would the passport look fake?
I don't know if it was fake. Something didn't come back.
They didn't.
Because what
They
happened
should have
was
scanned that bitch
she
again.
lost. She thought she lost the passport or something, so she went and got another one. But I guess they didn't cancel the old one. So basically, showed up and she had two passports, and it was
And
like
you
that's
can't have
fishy.
two passports.
I don't know. I know some weird shit that happened,
Well,
but all in all, Mexico was cool. I don't want to down Mexico, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't go back.
well, you know they about to change the ID thing with the star on it. So basically now they about to start. They've been started it, but I think it's almost mandatory, like in about 2 years or something like that. So the star on your regular license, they're gonna have a star on it, meaning that this is also your passport. So
That's
you're
cool.
not gonna have to have your passport.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
like my passport.
yeah, but it's gonna be mandatory. But I want my passport because I want my shit stamped.
I was poor. I want the passport. Give me my stamps.
Stamp my shit. I didn't get mine stamped when we went to Jamaica.
You did. Go look again.
No, it's not.
Guarantee it.
Guarantee
Trust
you
me.
they didn't stamp that bitch.
Listen. Me and her said the same thing. And one day I was just looking, and I was like, they stamped it.
No, they didn't stamp ours.
They did.
Son, I'm
I'm telling you, we thought the same
I
thing.
can FaceTime her right now and show you my passport. I bet you it ain't stamped.
Do it.
Okay. It's 10:30 though, so she could be asleep.
Oh well, no, don't do that.
Yeah, you're right. And
Call
Khalil
me
probably
tomorrow.
sleep. I'm gonna show you.
Cause I'm gonna show you what page it's on. Cause I'm telling you, we did the same thing. We was living. We was big mad.
So what page it was on? Wasn't on the first page?
I don't know. I gotta go look again. But they stamped, son. It's on there. I don't even remember nobody stamping it though.
Nah.
Cause trust me, I was waiting because I wanted to take a picture as soon as it got
one of
stamped.
these.
Why do you think they out here? Same with the cup.
Damn. I think the coldness went away.
But man,
You know, I'm gonna pour it in the cup in the glass because I'm bougie. I'm not bougie.
Jamaica nice though.
Jamaica was nice. I liked how we got out and went to the clubs and shit.
Yeah,
How we got the little bus.
Yeah. And we did rent
It was
basically
nice.
a tour bus out there.
Oh,
We was on that bitch.
it was nice.
12 of us.
I really liked it out there. Beach was nice.
I remember me and this lady got into it because I asked, it don't make sense. Why'd you come to Jamaica if you live in the Bahamas? Because it just seems like the same type of culture, the same type of environment. And she went off on me. I didn't understand what was going on. I was like, oh shit.
So what 3 places y'all was talking about?
We don't know yet. We're just gonna talk about something. I know Tokyo is mine.
I do want to go to Japan.
I'm gonna let you know, brother. It's probably gonna be Tokyo.
I do want to go to Japan, but I don't really want to. My thing is, I do want to go to Italy.
Like,
I also want to go to. I don't really want to.
Why do you want to go to these places?
Italy?
Yeah.
Because it look beautiful, like on pictures I see. I want to go to Greece. Oscar been to Greece. Tall Oscar, he went to Greece for his honeymoon.
That's beautiful.
Their honeymoon was actually the day after our wedding. So they went to our wedding and then they went and hopped on a plane.
That's some rich shit right there.
And then they was there for 14 days.
That's how we did Jamaica. But we did the wedding and honeymoon.
Yeah, but her parents paid for everything.
Still.
That's some rich people shit. For 14 days in Greece, I'd be lucky to get 5 days.
You know, you won't get your what's it called, a travel agent. You can go next year and pay it off.
Yeah, if we book it early, yeah, I could pay it off.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know how long it's been since I was like, man, that costs too much. I've been stopped saying it costs too much. It just might take me a little longer to pay for it, but it don't
Yeah,
cost too much.
yeah.
It depends on, do I really want it though?
That's like if we booked this trip to Tokyo and this shit cost like $4,000. All right, well I got 8 months to pay it off.
And like, my wife want to go to Bali. Bali is like, you could bring $600, son, and you're not. It's impossible to spend that 600 apparently, quote unquote. You
Mm,
can do everything,
mm.
every single thing. You can go to the club, ball out, go to a restaurant, but you can ball out every single time you go anywhere, and you're gonna be
So you
fine.
got to use their money or use your American
Just
money?
the balance is just way different.
Mm. I'm
But
saying though, are you
but it
using
costs a lot
American
to get
money
there.
though?
It don't matter however you do it. It still all relate like in Jamaica.
Right.
Even though it's $1 for us, it might be what it was like 1,500 for them. It's
Uh,
still gonna cost you 1,500 for that $1 thing.
mm.
But it costs it's 23 hours to go to Bali, and it's expensive to go.
What
It's like
country is that?
2,000 to go.
Country is that?
India.
God damn, 23 hours on a flight?
I'm pretty sure
An
it's like
entire day on a flight? So that means
you
that
gotta book an extra 2 days on your trip because you got a day there and a day back. So say you want to go for 5 days, you gotta book it for 7, or you're only gonna be there for 3. And then not really, because really when you get off the plane,
so
you want to go to your room. You
so
ain't gonna
you
want to do
can't
nothing.
tell me that a plane like that. So I know
I don't
that's one
think
of
you're
those
on that
big.
plane for 23 hours. I'm pretty sure you go somewhere like probably an 8-hour flight, get off,
I mean, I'm pretty sure
get
you go
another
to
plane.
California and then you hop off right there and then you go back, or
Yeah, it's
unless you
probably a
got to
bunch
go
of
way up
different
the
things.
other top. I don't know where India is at exactly from the
I'm sure you
United
get off in
States.
some different countries. Ain't no way you're on a plane for 23 hours.
You
Like
might not
even
be
if
on
they
that.
land
You
and you
might not
just
be on that plane for 24 hours, but you're gonna be. There's gonna be a part in time where you're on that plane for about 10 hours straight, and it could be overnight. But what I'm saying is, you telling me you gotta sit in those regular seats,
uh-uh.
or they
We're
got
going we're
beds?
going first class,
And
dude.
why wouldn't you go first class on something like that,
Like
though?
see, that's when first class makes sense.
So first class only makes sense.
You go on a 2-hour
That need to
flight.
be a whole plane that's first class. Ain't no way somebody sitting in a regular chair that small and you don't really got that much leg room and all that for that amount of time.
Do what you gotta do
That's worse
sometimes,
than
man.
doing a road trip in a vehicle.
You do what you gotta do. But
Man,
no, we going first class for sure. Wherever we
definitely
go. If
first
it's
class.
more than 8 hours, it's first
First class, yeah,
class.
you could lay down in first class, huh?
Depending on what type of plane. Some planes is just a big seat.
Nah, you need
But
a
they
you
still
need.
gonna charge you like an extra 800 for that big seat. It's like, no.
That's all right.
I wanna go on the Dubai plane where it's got the whole like a private booth section. Got the TV, a bed, or it's a couch with a pull-out bed.
Well,
Got a shower. I saw one that
well,
had a shower in it.
all those, oh shit,
They bring you a whole dinner.
all those airplanes got TVs and shit, and they feed you, but they don't got beds in them bitches.
Yeah.
They might got those nice little size beds where you could really, really recline in them and have leg room and shit and be comfortable in it. But yeah, but going out of the country, first class is definitely the only way to go.
I mean, Jamaica wasn't that bad. I think Jamaica was
And
like
Jamaica was
six
only like an
hours.
hour.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
You had to go to Miami, fly to
I
Miami.
mean, the whole flight process.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 to 5 hours to go. To go, I think it was 3 hours because I think we went to Miami and then we might have been sitting for like an hour maybe, and then we went to Miami. Took an hour to go to Jamaica. Now on the way back was the layovers. I don't know why, but bunch of layovers.
Oh, some people ain't get home to damn near the next day. You know, that was one of the better times though.
But I do think going to certain countries that like I want. There's a lot of countries I want to go to where they only speak a lot, basically Spanish.
Like when we went to Mexico, and I know this is gonna sound
You need OG
ridiculous,
with you.
son. I didn't realize everybody was gonna speak Spanish, and I know that sounds crazy because I'm in Mexico. But since I'm at this resort, I assume they'd have like people that spoke
Yeah, that speak
different
English.
languages.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not really.
Yeah, but when it's a resort, you would think people are bilingual.
They could speak English, but especially down south English is a whole disconnect. We both talking fast. I'm in there like, hey man, how I get to the pool?
And they just staring at you.
He's like, what? How I get to the pool? You heard what I said. Some people watching this video have no clue what I just said. They
Probably know.
No, they don't know.
I bet you most of them know. I bet you most of them understood you saying how you get to the pool.
Mm-mm. So it's like a globally watched podcast. So there's people in all type of countries. But there's like a couple million people that watch this in China, a couple million people watching in Europe. It's all over the place.
Yeah, well, they probably don't understand what you just said.
Yeah, if you from the South.
Now, if you say how do I get to the pool? They probably could break it down a little bit.
I get to the pool, Mike.
How do I get to the pool there, Mike?
How do I get to the wetty hole?
And they might call it something else and not pool.
That's what I'm saying. I get to a wetty hole.
The water hole. What if they call it the water hole in Africa?
Hope not. I know I saw Paris is trash.
What you mean?
I just keep seeing videos about Paris not being cool. It's like it's not what you think. It's not beautiful and romantic. It's dirty. It's just this Eiffel Tower. And
I did meet this lady that lived in Paris for like 3 years.
What she said?
Huh?
How she liked it?
She said it's not what you think.
I mean, because we got the movie. We got the movie.
Yeah, and it makes you think that Paris is a place to go.
It's a lot more Pepe Le Pew out there than we think.
You don't really need a vehicle like that. That's what she was saying. You can get everywhere with a bullet train.
Did you ever hear about Pepe Le Pew? That's not his actual voice.
No.
Son. Let me show you some wild shit right quick. Wait a minute. For all the viewers at home, I'll put it up on the screen somewhere right here so you can see this video. This is crazy. Pepe Le Pew gets caught by his wife.
Getting that from YouTube.
Pepe Le Pew. Watch this, son.
That's very touching. Wash his hands!
Snare got his remote in the bag.
The wonderful love, the adoration, the I love you truly, the June moon, the Mary.
Boy got 2 kids.
Just trying to remove a cinder from a lady's eye there. Cinder, just try remove.
Well, I had to build up. I do it.
That's what Pepe Le Pew actually sound like, son, and look like. To everybody at home, that's actually what he sound like and look like. If you've never seen that video, that's crazy. I was shown that video by a good friend named Redbird Rip. He's on one of the other podcasts that I do called Hands Down the Most Phenomenal Podcast Ever. You're welcome. Make sure you go check that one out. Usually comes out on Wednesdays.
Say Rip?
Rip, yeah.
Oh, Rip.
That's who showed me that video and it blew my mind. Because I like
in
Pepe
Texas, huh? Yeah. Oh, Rip. Rip, party animal. I ain't no party animal. I don't know if you're a party animal. What I seen in Texas.
I'm a fucking party animal.
Say what?
Said I'm a party animal. I'll tell you that. I'm like Slurm McKenzie. You know what Slurm McKenzie is?
Slime McKenzie?
Slurm.
Slurm McKenzie? Nah.
You watch Futurama?
Yeah.
You ever saw that episode? Well, there was an episode where they had a worm who was just partying all the time. He had dark shades. That's pretty much who I am, guys. I'm Slurm McKenzie, just the human guy. I've been partying a long time. My job is to party. When I'm not at work, I'll be throwing parties. I've been throwing parties for a long time.
And you want to know where I be at?
At the party.
I be at home. I am a homebody. Or maybe in my 20s, I was a party animal. But now I'm in my
I mean,
30s.
we just family party animals.
All
Now we
right, well
throw-
maybe we still
now
party, but
we just throw
with family.
cookouts.
Yeah, we throw cookouts and all that. You know, it's our turn to throw these cookouts. That's why people don't be having no cookouts at our age, because we ain't throwing those cookouts.
Cause y'all not. We is.
No, we throw them.
I'm about to say.
We throw little cookouts, little kickbacks, little crawfish balls and all that.
Every time we see them videos, reason people don't have cookouts is because we supposed to be throwing them. We don't.
We do them.
I'm throwing something on the grill. He pulling up with the red beans. My boy OG pulling up with the good Spanish food from the green stove.
Mm-hmm. And the good chili.
And the ridiculous chili.
The ridiculous chili. And now Ashley done outed me out on the chicken.
I don't know. I still think Shamar got the best chicken.
Well, we ain't had my chicken yet then.
I mean, your chicken's nice. But
how would you know?
Because you cooked it. You barbecued one day at your house.
Nah, that's not the same.
You sure?
Yeah. That wasn't the same.
That
was putting it on the grilled chicken.
Oh, what are we talking about?
This chicken that I'm talking about, I baked it.
Oh,
there's a big difference. But my chicken on the grill is still good though.
That's the oven. That don't count.
Yeah.
I mean, the oven. It's easy to control the temperature in the oven. The grill is you got to be able to control all the elements at once. That's the skill. The oven is self-controlled.
I think I had accidentally made.
I mean, I seen you do it. That's what I'm saying. Your chicken is nice.
I remember a couple of years ago.
I know Dex got the best steak.
Nah.
I make 5 steaks.
No.
Dex got the best steak.
Dex do not got the best steak.
Who got the best steak?
I think OG do.
I don't think.
Well, if Dex makes it the regular way, then he got the best steak. Now, if he makes it this, they go Brittany FaceTime with me now.
Tell her pull out the passport. Unless it's where you at.
She probably is where I'm at call. And it's almost 11 o'clock. I don't even think she know I'm over here.
Oh Lord.
She'll find out if she watched this podcast. I'll call her back.
We can go ahead and wrap it up though. Just so final thoughts. Just how you like being a family man, how you like getting older. How's just the final thoughts just on general life?
On general life, final thoughts on general life.
If you had to give one good thing about being a father. Not like something you like, just like a good quote. For everybody watching.
It's not that bad as you think.
You had to give a good quote on just life, getting older. Now that you're wiser. Stuff that you used to do in your youth that you be thinking back on. And you're like, I probably wouldn't have did that.
Save a little bit. Nah, I mean...
Save a little bit is a good one.
Save a little bit.
Invest in Bitcoin.
Everything. Well, we can't say that now. I mean, shit. I would go tell my younger self go get some Bitcoin. All you need is 2.
Go rob whoever you need to rob. Take everybody's money.
Just wait till they go to the parking lot.
And then go buy it. Spend it all on Bitcoin. Sell everything you got. Bitcoin. Go beg outside.
Man, the crazy thing about it is Didi kind of knew about Bitcoin, but we still didn't put nothing on Bitcoin. So if we would have put it on Bitcoin and had like 10 Bitcoins, and when it was like at that popular moment, oh yeah, I would have had, it would have been good. I had a lot of money on Dogecoin too, but then I had sold some of it like right before it hit like 70 something cents, I was pissed I did that, because if I would have waited when it hit that 70 cent mark, I probably would have had a good $200,000 to $300,000 off of a few $100s.
That's good.
Not even $100, not even a few hundred. Probably like off of like $150, $200. Like that's how cheap it was, and then it just went out of nowhere, rising 20 cents, 50 cents, 70 cents, and that one day, and it jumped back down. But right before it jumped back down, I cashed out and had like $2,000. I didn't have that much Dogecoin left no more because I had spent some of it.
If you had to give the final thoughts, how would you wrap up? You just imagine your younger self came up to you Not even your younger self, just all the other people, just people watching. If you had to give them some just great life advice, what would it be? Like if I had to do one, just so you can have an example, be a good person, take care of your family, respect and take care of your friends. It's easy to be friends with people, but make sure you respect them friends. It's easy to have a family, but make sure you respect your family.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be
Mm-hmm.
selfish and just make sure you do all the shit that you want to do before you no longer able to do nothing. Because once it's over, it's over. There's no redos. So
Once it's
if you want to
over,
go
it's
climb a
over.
mountain, go climb that fucking mountain. Go do it.
Climb that mountain.
Because you eventually your body won't even be able to do that. You only got a certain amount of time to do that type of dream. Whatever dream it is, go do it. Go make it happen. So if you had to do something, what would it be?
If I had to go do something,
No.
oh,
Saying like, so
well,
now
I
you
mean,
got
I'm
an
gonna say,
example.
I'm gonna just say, treat others how you want to be treated, and wrap it up until you're ready. Basically, I mean, you said everything. So I would, I mean, like you said, have fun till you can't no more, but be responsible at the same time. Don't go and spend all your rent money on on a
On
good
nothing.
time
On nothing.
on
Spend it on
nothing.
your rent.
Spend on your rent money on 1 hour, and now the next day you don't got that rent money no more. You on the verge of getting kicked out. Yeah, don't be crazy. Don't be stupid. That
Hey
basically.
man.
I mean, I don't got that much good of advice for stuff like that because I was wild.
I mean, that was some good advice. But now we older. Everybody was wild. That's the whole point of getting older. That's the blessing in getting older. Like the crazy part is even right now.
Right? Yeah. You know
No, no,
what?
no,
Right
wait,
now,
no,
I
no,
would
no.
tell
I'm
my
saying right
kids.
now. Well, go ahead. Finish it.
Yeah, I would tell my kids make sure you save your money. And I mean, save your money. Credit is important.
It's not even important.
But
It's a bigger
it's not
word
that
that
it's not
it's
important. It's just
everything.
that
No, I'm saying
it's
it's
important.
important. It's everything.
It's
It's just
important
bigger than important.
in the United States. It's important.
Yeah.
Credit.
You could be rich as
I
hell,
bought a
can't buy a
house.
house.
I bought a house because I had great credit, and I ain't even had much money like that. I might have had like saved up at the time like $5,000.
You can have a bunch of money, still can't get that house. The government
Still
like,
can't get that house
well, you got.
unless you got that. And if that house costs $150,000 and you got $100,000, yeah, you getting that house.
Yeah, but the
But
government still need to know where you got that money from. And once
yeah,
I can't prove that,
you have to show those bank statements.
basically, once I can't prove that the government then taxed all of this money, I can't use this. That's why you see
You know
drug
what?
dealers
You're
be
right.
buying random shit.
You're right because the process of buying a house, well, I ain't gonna get into it right now because we wrapping it up. That's a whole nother segment.
Yeah, that's a good one though. We'll get into that next time. But man, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching. Once again, this is a Tipsy Thesis. I gotta come up with a name for my cheetah.
For your what?
Or
Cheetah?
leopard. I gotta figure out what type of animal it is first.
What does it say right here? The words are so damn small. I feel like an old person. I can't see it.
Shit. That shit is little. Oh, it's
I don't know.
somebody's name. Yeah, these are some chalices, man. I got these from an ancient monk on top of the Himalayan mountains
Oh, this is a coaster.
in the middle of a
What happened to the
ritual.
other coaster?
It fell earlier.
Well,
Man,
that's
as
it right
always, I'm
there.
TJ. Thank y'all for tuning in. And as always, man, don't be a piece of shit.
Don't be a piece of
Be
shit.
a real one. Be
Be
a
a
G.
real one. Be a real father.
Huh.
Don't be one of these piece of shit ass fathers out here. You're free, not in jail.
You know what I
You
mean?
out in this world and you ain't doing nothing for your child.
Oh, wait, hold on.
And you
Before we
ducking and
wrap it all the
dodging.
way up, let me get one more thing about you. What's if you had to give one more final thought on how to keep a relationship going for a long period of time? And keep in mind, you can take our advice because obviously, once again, we married. We in the game. We playing the game. Stop listening to people not in the game. Y'all listening to single people or people who had a couple relationships. Never been married, stop giving relationship advice.
So what about if you've been together with somebody for 10 plus years but you're just not married? You can't listen to those people?
You're not in the game. I'm talking about on marriage. When people be giving advice on what you should do in your marriage. If you ain't
You
been
want to know
married,
what?
you
I
can't do
just
it.
had somebody that asked me about marriage too.
And what Well, go ahead, tell him. Give him some good advice.
It was this lady.
Not even just marriage though, just how to keep a good relationship going. Because your relationship turned into a marriage, so obviously
my
you did
relationship
something
turned
right.
into a marriage. I mean, basically, communication. Everybody know communication is key.
You gotta give him some
Do
juice.
what you did when you got, however you got her, you got to continue to do that.
There you go.
That's basically the keys right there. However you, excuse me,
Both ways.
both ways. It's not just about the man,
Be
the
the
woman.
person that they fell in love with.
Yeah, but also it's not just about the women in a relationship. It's about I gotta be happy too. So you know the relationship will fall off if you only keeping your wife happy and your wife not doing nothing to keep you happy.
And also
But
if you're not keeping yourself happy.
yeah, you gotta keep
Because
yourself
one
happy.
thing, she can't make you happy.
Nah,
She
you
can
can't.
boost your happiness.
You
Like
can't
you
make
can boost
nobody
her
happy.
happiness. But y'all can't. If you just miserable, I can't do nothing about that. You know what I mean?
Trash right here the whole time. I ain't even know it. Yeah, but communication is key. You just gotta listen. Like you know, if your wife say she don't like this, listen. That's what causes relationships to go downfall. Because if you're not listening to what they got to say, it's not gonna last. It's not. You know, I didn't had a point to where we wasn't gonna last. We broke up right before we got married. Not right before, but like maybe 2 years before we got married, and I thought it was over. But you know, things happened. We got back together. We changed. Got married. Why? Because communication is key, and there it is.
Now that we officially signing off the Tipsy Thesis. You want to tell the people where to follow you at and stuff?
Damn, I don't even know my shit.
All right, well, we're going to put it.
I mean, you can
put it in
follow
the
me.
description.
Follow me on IG, Keon _Raymond. Facebook, Keon Madrano. I don't use Twitter. I don't really
What's Twitter?
use. I mean, not Twitter. I don't really use X. I'm only on TikTok just to scrolling up there. I don't post anything.
Yeah.
I will soon. But yep.
Thank you for coming through, my boy.
I gotta call my wife back because she called me. She probably wondering where I'm at.
Got the mic on.
She's definitely wondering where I'm at because I did not tell her I was coming over here. Which is another thing that's not good. Not telling your wife you going at the wee hours of the night.
In the wee hours.
She sure wants proof of where I was at tonight.
What'd he say? Watch the Tipsy Thesis.